Between 1918 and 1924, the average annual catch of Arapaima was 7,000 tons, the weight of 20 jumbo jets. This led to the commercial extinction of the Arapaima in the wild. Fishermen that hunt the Arapaima fish here in the Amazon regularly expose themselves to river monsters that have no need to prove their deadly nature. I've heard a tale of a killer caiman in these waters, so I head out after dark to see if I can find it. But it seems like I'm the one being watched. There are eyes following my every move. I'm out at night hunting caiman. There's one in these waters apparently that is absolutely man-eating size. They say it is close to 20 foot. Caiman's eyes reflect my flashlight, making them easy to spot. Oh, there's one. Seeing how many caiman there are in these waters makes me realise that it is as much the company that Arapaima keep that makes them such risky prey to hunt. Their fearsome defences allow them to survive in these predatory waters. But also, as the Arapaima becomes rarer and rarer, it is pushed deeper into the literally uncharted reaches of the Amazon. This is where the deadly forces of nature lurk. Civilization is left behind, and all medical assistance is, well, beyond reach. But if I'm to catch a giant Arapaima and lay my own demons to rest, then I'm going to have to face these other monsters as well, as I enter the dark heart of the Amazon. Being such a rare animal nowadays, limited and sustainable fishing is allowed in just a few locations, and this is where I'm headed. I'm as far off the beaten track as possible, in search of those last places which still provide sanctuary to monsters. Basically, there's no way we could get up here using the motor. Too many branches, rocks in the water, so we're having to manhandle the boat up this very narrow creek. We've entered a pristine, magical world, home to many mysterious jungle creatures. And maybe, the large Arapaima I'm after. Goodness me, that is a fish and a half. Look at that. This is a beautiful caparari. Oh. Right, I'm actually very pleased to have this fish. It's not the Arapaima I was after, but, you know, this is just, to my mind, such a lovely looking fish. I mean, the patterning on that is just wonderful. This bizarre catfish is a strange monster of the deep. But it seems that the Arapaima is an elusive giant that won't be caught easily. With the weather turning, it's time to rethink my options. Maybe I need to find someone who can advise me where exactly it's best to fish. As I race ahead of the storm, deeper into the jungle, I'm reminded of the legend that tells how this monster fish came into being. Pirarucu was the son of an Indian chief, known to be cruel and arrogant. He was disrespectful of the gods. So the highest god, Tupã, decided to punish him. He ordered storms to attack Pirarucu on a fishing trip, but Pirarucu laughed them off. So Tupã struck him down with lightning, dragged him to the bottom of the river, and transformed him into a giant fish, the Arapaima, or firefish. Although to this day, Brazilians still call it pirarucu. In the West, we have lost much of our old reverence for the natural world. But there are still remote tribal people for whom reality and myth are almost interchangeable. The tribes of this region have a deep connection to the Arapaima and are still allowed to hunt it for food. So if I'm going to track one down and learn from the ancient ways, I'm told there are no better teachers than the Munduruku people.
Oh.